The views and opinions expressed on this program do not reflect the company, owners, management, staff, clients, or partners.
Good morning. Good morning. It's Thursday, the 14th day of November, 2024. Welcome to Bermuda's Daily Talk Show. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House, Lindo's, and People's Pharmacy. I'm Sandra Durham, and she's Perry Furbett, and Maya Palacio will be with us in a bit to bring you a latest in the news break. Good morning, Perry.
Good morning. It's the ladies' hour today.
Yes, everyone's not used to me being the host. I'm not used to me being the host. Gonna let it go on record and let everybody know I'm a little nervous. But Jamal is over in Kenya finding himself. So here we are.
I do pray that he finds himself.
Listen, so yes, we have taken over. I'm excited about this. I feel like this should be a thing though.
It should be like once a month, like, I don't know, what can we call it? Like Ladies Live or something like that? I don't know,
Yeah,
but I like it.
Sherry and I did it maybe about 2 years ago, and I think it went too well. And then Jamal was just like, he can't have this, and he hasn't let us do it since.
That's why he's in Kenya.
Yeah, exactly. So here we are. So how are you? We haven't been on together before.
No, we haven't. I'm good. I'm happy that it's a little bit chilly now. So that always lifts my moods because I don't like being sweaty. So that I'm in a great mood. My hair is flat, it's great.
But you know what? I feel like I went to sleep and then I woke up and it was cold.
Yeah.
Like what happened? Like 3 days ago, it was hot. We had a little chill in the morning, then it became hot, and then now it's just like, no, it's cold. Get your heater out. I'm a girl that likes to put my feet in front of the heater when it's cold. So I need my heater. Are you in heaters yet?
Not yet. I had my air conditioner on last night, but I like my room to be cold so then I can get warm in my blankets. But then I'll turn it off once it gets too cold because it's already cold. But I believe that if your feet are cold, your whole body's cold. So I will put my feet in front of the heater as well.
Definitely. Fast.
Yep.
Fast. Well, good morning from David Michael Wilson. He says, happiest of Thursdays to each and every one of you, but especially you, the one looking back at you in the mirror. You are here for a purpose, so now go out and live it.
I love that.
I love that. That was a really good one to start our morning.
So nice positivity.
So let's get into it. So greetings, everyone, and thanks for making us a part of your daily routine. A good one today as we welcome Jamillah Lodge on from the BEDC. We're discussing Global Entrepreneurship Week. The daily play is what is the daily play today? I have to remember. Things you should know. Things you should know, right?
Okay.
Are you good at daily play?
I have been for the last few, but I also will say that they were easy. Like he gave a Michelle Obama quote that like everyone knows. So I think I would have been a little up a creek if I didn't know that one. So I think they've been easy. So we'll see.
Okay. We'll see. Okay. So don't forget to subscribe on our website and follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us as we grow beyond the mic and as we do our part to improve our community. Now, with Jamillah Lodge coming on this morning, I think we should talk a bit about business in Bermuda. So our question of the morning this morning, I'm thinking should be, what are some of the businesses or services that you wish that we had in Bermuda but we don't have?
Mm-hmm.
Or even what can we improve on?
Well,
What's
this
your thought?
this exists already, but I wish that we had a Chick-fil-A here. So I
Chick-fil-A?
know we have, yeah. So I know we have and you might know it better than me, whatever the law is about franchises.
Uh-huh.
So we already have KFC, but I wish we had Chick-fil-A here. Honestly, I do. I
I
do.
I haven't really fallen into the Chick-fil-A craze.
Ooh.
So I know Jamal is a big Chick-fil-A guy, right? And
Mhm.
everyone encouraged me the next time you go away, make sure you go to Chick-fil-A and try this sauce. And I'm not a Chick-fil-A girl yet. I didn't. I was just like, okay. But
Yeah.
you know what? There's a few things that I wish, and mine's are all from like necessities, my needs, right?
Uh-huh.
I know that we have Hitch, but
Mm-hmm.
it is nowhere near the level of Uber. I
Say it
need I need a Uber-esque something in Bermuda. Like the other day, I was going out. I know I was gonna have a few drinks, and
again.
I couldn't just pick up my phone. And I had tried in advance, but I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't just pick up my phone and be like, "Hi, I need a taxi here now." It never
Mm-hmm.
came. I ended up having to drive, which kind of shifted my whole night because I'm like, okay, well, can't really have a cocktail. You know what I
Yep,
mean? So
I
I
do.
did an Uber.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also need an audience, help me out. Let me know what it is that you need. But I was also thinking, I need a concierge service that
Mm.
I can just kind of have at hand. Like, so for instance, some mornings I leave the house and I'm like, oh, I forgot to make up my son's bed, or I didn't get a chance to sweep the floors. And you know what I mean? Just little
Mhm.
things that I can just, if you can come in my house for an hour and do the things that I forgot to do, or pick up I've been trying to pick up my dry cleaning for about 3 weeks now.
You need an assistant. What do
I
you
I
need?
need I feel like I need a concierge service that I can just call
Mhm.
because I don't need it all the time.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I just
Hmm.
need it every so often when things get hectic.
Yeah, that's actually a great business for someone who likes helping people, who's highly organized, where they
Mhm.
can just build up their clientele and say, okay, I have availability on Thursday at this time. I can give you an hour. Email me, like have their own little. That's a great idea. If someone's
I just
listening,
I just
that's
gave
the
it to someone.
free game.
I need you. So
Free game.
go into the audience. So Charles Jeffers, I agree on Chick-fil-A. It's the
Yep.
best fast food franchise. I need to get in on this.
Listen, the roasted honey barbecue sauce, I think I'm saying it right. Wow, so delicious. Put that on your chicken, it's over. Put it on a
So
biscuit.
so what are we eating? Like what are we ordering?
Well, their fries alone are just good. The waffle fries. I've had other waffle fries and they're okay, but it's something about theirs. I don't know what they be sprinkling in it. Maybe
Okay,
it's the
so
fact that they love Jesus. I don't know. But the waffle fries and that sauce, and I just feel like their chicken is better. But that could be me. I don't
okay.
know.
So I'm traveling soon and I'm
Hmm.
going to go to a Chick-fil-A and you're telling me so I need to order the waffle fries,
Yep.
chicken, and what was the sauce?
The roasted honey barbecue sauce. I feel like I'm saying I'll send it to you.
Okay,
It's
all right. So I'm
delicious.
gonna try this, audience. So hopefully I can be in the Chick-fil-A crew because I'm not a part of the crew yet.
You need to join it's the best crew. Renee Simmons actually has a great one. Um, Anyone will do for me, but possibly never happen. Just one other Red Lobster. I agree with this because their biscuits. I go just for the biscuits. Or Cheesecake Factory. I could do without Cheesecake Factory, but I would welcome them here. I would
So
welcome.
can we talk about Red Lobster? I
Mhm.
know that this is going in a different direction, but it's all about business. Have you seen recently that they have a new CEO and they are looking to just change the whole like
I
they're
saw
trying
something actually, but I didn't read it.
right. So they're trying to switch Red Lobster up to I guess, it kind of fell off a little bit. it wasn't, I
Out
guess
of
the
my
crowd
book.
that they felt that they were targeting is not who's going there now. So they have
Mm,
a new young Black male CEO.
okay.
And I'm excited about that. I'm not a
Okay.
Red Lobster girl either, but
I want you to give me your Black card right now, like your Black Bermudian traveling card. Because how are you not going to Chick-fil-A and you're not going to Red Lobster?
neither nor. Neither.
Listen, Maya can tell you I'm a big food judger. I don't judge a whole lot, but when it comes to food, what you mean you haven't been to Red Lobster and you haven't been to Chick-fil-A? Where are you eating when you go? Don't say
Oh,
McDonald's.
no way.
Hey, but say if you're going to McDonald's and you're not going to Chick-fil-A, we have to chat.
Okay, I feel like we need a girl date to go on some of my restaurants. Let's go to Charles Jeffers. He says, "I wish we had a Zelle or a Cash App
Ooh,
like
yes.
service that allows you to instantly make a cash transfer using mobile number or email without
Yep.
knowing bank details." This
I miss
right
that.
here, when I tell you, so necessary.
Yep. I miss this. I miss
So
this.
when I am traveling, I can't, like, I would go and try to pay someone and they look at me like, "Oh, you can just Cash App it to me." Or is that, and they
Yep.
look at me like I am really off of Gilligan's Island.
Mhm.
Like,
Or you have to
I
say I can PayPal you, which is feels like the Stone Ages.
it's crazy. That so
Mhm.
that that definitely that's definitely. So
Yeah.
on to our yes or no question. Do you think or do you want more businesses to open in Bermuda? Just from the audience, yes or no. Do you
Mhm.
want more businesses to open in Bermuda, or do you feel like we have things covered at this point?
Mm.
Mind you, sometimes, right? I think we're a little harsh on Bermuda for the size that we are. I do think we kind of cover a lot, not
We
as
do.
much.
We do. But we don't do a lot of things well. And I think
That
that's our issue. We do a lot of things, but everyone needs to send all of their employees for customer service training because I think sometimes the model is correct and even the service and the business is fulfilling a need, but the people then that are in place, they miss it. They make the experience terrible more times than not. And I believe in having grace with people and understanding that, everyone has their days. But if you are in a front facing job, you have to pack your day away most days. And a lot of people just don't know how to do that. So I think we're covering a lot of ground. I agree with you. But
Mhm.
customer service aside, there are also some other operational things where I feel like we're just a little bit subpar. Like it's kind of that local mentality instead of a global mentality. Like if you're launching this business, look at external models so then you can be excellent. I feel like we're not excellent in a lot of
Yeah,
things. And that's
I
why a lot
agree.
of businesses don't last,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Yeah.
So, I mean, kind of echoing what you're saying a little bit, Shamori
Mhm.
Talbot Ward says some business models are old and outdated and need revamping, in my
There
opinion.
we
I
go.
totally agree.
Yep.
Totally agree. But
I,
go ahead.
the Cash App from Charles Jeffers, that's a great idea. So when I lived in Toronto, we had oh goodness, transfer. Not they don't call it transfer, they call it how do they say it? Basically like you pay by email. I'm forgetting the phrase. I think when Maya comes in, I can ask her because she'll know. But I miss that so much. If you have the app, so I banked with TD, I still bank with TD. You just go on the app, you just pay the people. What is it? Why is it escaping me? I haven't done it in a while, but it's quick. Anywhere, if they don't even have to have the same bank as you. As long as they have their email set up, you can just email transfer to
Email it.
them right away. I miss it. They don't have Cash
Interesting.
App in Canada, but I think they're working on it. They don't have that, but you can pay by email, and it's fantastic. You don't have to give out any of your personal details.
Interesting.
I
I'm
miss
gonna
it.
say my last one that I miss, and I'm kind of
Mhm.
going back now. My mom just reminded me of it. I want a Louis Vuitton store.
I know that's right.
I miss not even just a Louis Vuitton store, maybe just like a store that has some quality high-end items. Like think about it. If you do anything designer, you can't do it on island, right?
Well, I know Prada pulled all of their items out of their own locations because we did have that here. I had a Prada wallet that I bought. It was one of my first purchases, and I got a big girl job, and I purchased it down at Luso, and yeah, it was there, but it's not there anymore.
Yeah.
That I do know. I remember when they pulled them out because I remember going back to get something else, and they were like, "Oh no, Prada globally has done X, Y, and Z." But I agree with you. Louis Vuitton was such a staple on Front Street for so many things, even just for repairs. Like you could take the things there and then they can sort that out for you. I miss that. And I think our tourists do too.
They do. I think that I actually had a slight debate with someone probably about 2 weeks ago where they were like, Bermuda is a high-end destination. I'm like, stop saying that. We are not. We do not have, like, we do not any longer represent ourselves as a high-end destination. And I think in order for us to be or start or head in that direction, we do need to have some source of a high-end store, right? And we don't provide any of that. So, and I've said it on this show so many times before, when Louis Vuitton was in Bermuda, it's not that they wasn't making money. They were definitely making money, but the brand itself wasn't aligned with any other brand on Front Street. Like there wasn't another Chanel or Burberry so it's like they can go to a Bahamas, and I know I'm going totally off track here, but they could go to a Bahamas, they could go anywhere else and align with like brands.
Yeah, there's
right?
like a shopping area, like a plaza of sorts. Yeah. So there's continuity. I understand. And you're right. It was down on Front Street by itself. Who was around there? I think Voila was next to them. And they had like Longchamp, but Louis Vuitton and Longchamp are not in the same tax bracket.
Exactly.
So
and I get, the one thing I used to benefit from is that I used to get their limited editions without paying tax. And people like, where did you get? We used to lock out.
What tourists did too. They would shop here because there was no tax. So maybe it's something that we can revisit, but with what you mentioned, because I think that is a solid model. Especially, I shared this. I know we're wrapping here, but I shared this, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, with the changes that we are looking to make in our economy and the government looking to bring different individuals here. You know, we talked about it with the hotel and like the rents and all of that. They're looking to bring a certain audience here, but my rebuttal to that is we don't have the kind of lifestyle that they are used to. Our grocery stores are closed at 9 p.m. Most establishments are closed at 5. We don't have next day shipping with a lot of things. There's no Amazon Prime, all of the things that the individuals they're targeting are used to. The least we can do is provide them the shopping, at least, right? We don't have any of those things. So from a marketing standpoint for Bermuda, we need to get on that if we're trying to reach those people.
And a 24-hour pharmacy. We don't have that.
We need that.
Yes.
And a grocery store that's open late. I had a grocery store that was 24-hour by me. Listen, I think the people who partake in fun activities will also appreciate that at certain hours, and they can just go get something to eat. Okay.
Let's go to some of the comments. So David Michael Wilson says, I can pay with my phone here in Bermuda. So I think because you have a Android and you probably have Bank of Butterfield, you probably can pay. For me, who have an iPhone and HSBC, I can't pay. And maybe, Suzanne Ingham, where did it go? Suzanne says, I just want our business to be owned and run by Bermudians. I don't want us selling ourselves any longer. Got it.
Okay, valid point.
All right, so let's bring in Maya Palacio for our daily hour news break.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hi, Maya. Welcome to the ladies' hour.
It's so nice to be welcomed.
So, Maya, question for you. Are there any businesses in Bermuda that you think we need? Services that you wish we had in Bermuda?
Yeah, I say what I wish we had because I noticed what I've actually been using a lot out here in Toronto actually is like a sauna and a cold plunge type place. And I think that's something that was actually mentioned with the pitches. I think with BDC was doing one of the pitches.
Okay.
I
I
can't
did see
recall,
one.
but I think
So I did see one.
Talk to
I
Jamillah
remember
about
that.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh, I would like that because I do that a lot out here in Toronto. And what you were asking, Perry, was e-transfer.
E-transfer. It just was on the tip of my tongue, but e-transfer. Can you e-transfer? It's such common language out there, and it's quick. And they're paid before you leave their. I love it. I miss it.
Simple, quick, easy. As well as like, it's like email transfer just without the mail part, just e-transfer. I was like,
It was on the tip of my tongue.
Exactly. All right. So good morning, everyone. This is your Daily Hour News brought to you by the great people at People's Pharmacy. So starting out right now, it looks like there's another South P update. Stakeholders, investors, cabinet people, workers, and more showed up to celebrate the groundbreaking of the redevelopment of Southampton Princess. So Kareem Alibi is the founder and principal of GenCom. So he first invested into Tucker's Point, and now this new project or old project, depending on what you're looking at the timeline, as it has been something that's been ongoing since 2019. He stepped up to talk about what's been happening with South P, what the journey has been like for GenCom in Bermuda. So let's take a listen.
If I had to open my March 2020 budget of what it would have cost and versus today, I would probably have to be hospitalized. But, you know, we just kept the scope, and in fact, we expanded it. And as you will see, this is a complete transformation that we are going after here. We're very much hoping that in the next 18 months, we'll be standing in front of you for the ribbon-cutting grand reopening of the Southampton.
So that's what it's looking right now. We got a timeline, right? So that's something that we can all look forward to and try to go for. And the premier,
I'm sorry, when he said 18 months or something, I was like, oh, okay.
It feels tangible, right?
Yeah.
So we're reinstating a hero. Like, I'm happy about this.
Well, you know, the premier, the Honorable David Barrett, had to come in and also say what he had to say about maybe the naysayers about this project. So let's listen to what he had to say.
I'm not sure which cliche best applies today, but I settled on this one. Better late than never. I have never, not for 1 minute, doubted the wider public support for this redevelopment. Despite the opposition, manufactured or otherwise, that we have faced over the past 4 years. Likewise, I believe that the people of Bermuda appreciate that the benefits to construction and other related firms, as well as to our airlift and on-island activities, have been well worth the wait. It is important to remember that this transaction represents the largest ever hotel project for Bermuda.
Okay. I'm excited. It's like that problematic family member that they're late, they bring a little drama, but you're excited when they come to the function because they're a good time. I feel like that about this whole thing. I don't know, I might be alone on that because I'm a former employee, but I'm excited.
Okay. So I am excited, but I'm happy Charles said this. I'm keeping my money in my pocket. Are there any bets on that timeline? But no.
I mean,
the
timeline aside, it's starting. I don't know. I'll hold my thoughts on the timeline, but I'm excited that at least there's conversation around it in a more positive light. That has me excited. But I'm also a little bit biased because I was a part of their team when they closed. I was their communications manager. So I'm rooting for them. Am I all the way happy about how things have gone? I mean, I'm in the boat with a lot of other people, but I'm excited.
So let me say this.
All right.
I'm very excited about it. Very excited about it. But also, I'm excited, but at the same time, still very cautious.
Why?
That's fair. That's fair.
Very
Let's
wise.
move on to our next set of news here. Going to go because we've been away for a minute. So last week, Her Excellency, the Governor of Alauji, stepped up to perform one of her final duties as governor as she read the throne speech. So some of the indicators listed out in the throne speech included amendments to laws, increasing residential buildings in the city of Hamilton, allowing persons to work past retirement age with incentives for businesses, giving $100 monthly to persons on financial assistance for personal care products, a focus on better quality food entering the island, hosting youth mental health summits, increasing salaries in the public service, and a lot more. But also what was shared was a plan to create a domestic violence court program. That's probably one of the most specific things put out and laid out in the Stern speech. So from the announcement, the Center of Abuse actually says that they have lobbied for this initiative for over the past decade, and they have wanted to express their gratitude to all involved in moving this forward. So they believe that having a specialist domestic abuse court will be able to provide following things like trained domestic abuse personnel in the courts, consistent standards for the domestic abuse cases, increased safety of victims in the courtroom settings, one court for criminal court and civil domestic abuse matters, and monitoring of offenders, and obviously just a little bit more too. So that's a big one there. Yeah. So eyes definitely going to be on that to see when it's going to be in the completion and running through. But this week, everyone should really be expecting a lot of ministries to come out and talk about their platforms and throne speeches with like funding and how much money is going to be put into things and, you know, just allocating times. So look forward to that.
Okay.
Yeah. What else do you have for us, Maya?
Well, remember last week that I mentioned about the bladed articles and gang violence in Bermuda and how that was increasing. Well, there was also this town hall meeting, you could say, in Sands as well. And our very own Simone Vaughn here at the Daily Hour attended the event so we could get some insight as to what was discussed. So here's her story.
The rising concern of gangs and their grooming techniques in Bermuda has caused some in the community to bring awareness to the situation and hopefully bring about change. Toledo Brewery presented on Thursday, November 7th at St. James Church in Sandys, covering the different techniques, warning signs, and resources to bring awareness to this pressing issue. Parents with their children, grandparents, and members of the community were in attendance. Senator Owen Darrell and members of the Sandys Parish Council were big voices in bringing this event together. Open communication and education were two of the main points emphasized. Their goal, to raise awareness in the community. For more information, visit Sandys Parish Council on Facebook. This is Simone Vaughn with the Daily Hour.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got a little bit of an insight as to what was going on there, and hopefully there's going to be a little bit more like in terms of teaching parents, guardians, or whatever the indicators to look out for when it comes to trying to initiate these young people into gangs in Bermuda. Well, I want to close up with some pretty happy news and some really great inspirational stories. So we got Jada Pearman. She's a dancer. You may recall her last year. We had this story about her gracing the cover of New York buses. Well, now she has just debuted in Dedicated to You. That's a solo choreographed by Robert Battle, honoring the legacy of dance icon Carolyn Adams, set to evocative music of Bach and Sarah Vaughan. While Jada, who began her dance journey at the In Motion School of Dance, has achieved remarkable milestones. Her success with the Paul Taylor Dance Company highlights her years of hard work and passion, inspiring the next generation of Bermudian dancers. So big congrats to her there.
I love that.
Makes me so happy. Oh my goodness. Congratulations.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Much applause for her. I love seeing brown skin on the big stage.
You don't have like the sound effect. I know Jamal's not here, but you don't have like the bum and clapping and
you're gonna have to do that yourself. But
Maya.
That's everyone. Yay!
Yeah, definitely. But that's really big news for Jada. She's definitely just continuing to flourish in the career, showing that there are still pathways to go professionally with the arts and creative expression, definitely in Bermuda as well, because I know sometimes we stray to other things, but the creative field is still something that you could definitely dive into and get a good life career from. And other news, our weather today is looking like some sunny breaks with 1 or 2 showers, likely to ease a little bit later, hopefully. But again, when you're on those bikes, when you're out on those roads, take your time, be slow, be cautious. And we got a high of 68, so bring a jacket for sure.
It's cold. I'm looking out my window and I'm like, it's cold.
I love it.
So Perry, do you have days of the year for us?
I do, and it's actually piggybacking off of what Maya just stated, and it's National Seatbelt Day. Did you know that seatbelts save thousands of lives each year? National Seatbelt Day is celebrated today, November 14th, and it is a day to raise awareness about the importance of wearing your seatbelt. It is a vital reminder of how this simple action can make a difference in car accidents. No, how can we practice this? Well, let me just give you a little bit of history about it first. National Seatbelt Day has its roots in the United States, aiming to promote road safety. It's observed annually on this day and reminds everyone of the vital seatbelt need. And then how we can celebrate this? Well, commit to safety on National Seatbelt Day by pledging to wear your seatbelt every time you hit the road. Share this. Oh, yeah. That's the goal.
Really
was to wear it.
A cool fact about seatbelts, though, is that like most of the times they're studied and tested was that they're tested on men and not women. So they're really safer for men versus like for women. If we were to get in like accidents with them, like it's just different things will happen for us versus men. But definitely they're all tested mainly on men. So that's like a thing to note as well.
Well, nothing's going to happen to me because I believe words are things. But thank you for that.
We definitely still wear them, of course, but it's just interesting. Like, a lot of studies were always tested on men first. So like sometimes
most things. Yeah, but wear your seatbelts.
Make sure we're wearing our seatbelts today. Practice safety. You know, Maya is all about road safety.
Same.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Maya, for our news break today.
Thank you, guys.
And we're going to cut to commercial break. Yeah.
Let's face it, life can be a little wild, but shopping doesn't have to be. I choose People's, so that whether it's a prescription that needs to be filled, a toy for my little terror, or a gift for a new addition to the family, we'll see about that. Everything's available in one convenient location. Some call it People's. I call it my one-stop shop in the city. People's, we're here for you.
Welcome to the new bulk store, Lindo's Next Level. Wake up in the morning with enough coffee to keep you running throughout the entire day. Your pet at home deserves the best. Stock up on dog food to keep your puppy happy. Need a quick, tasty lunch at home? Your chicken nuggets will be jumping right out of the freezer. What's a movie night without popcorn? You can never have too much. Lindo's Next Level. Why go anyplace else?
Unlock your business potential with BEDC's General Microloan, offering up to $30,000 for Bermudian small and medium businesses. Whether it's for inventory, working capital, or equipment, we provide 100% guarantee on approved loans. Simple application, low interest rates, and fast processing. Apply today and make your business dream come true.
Looking for the best care for your pets? Nova's Ark Feed and Supply has everything you need, from top quality foods to toys and supplies. We've got it all. Join our frequent buyer program and earn rewards every time you shop. Plus, we've been awarded the Clever Customer Initiative program for helping you save more. And don't forget, we open an hour early on Saturdays so you can get a head start on your pet care. Visit us today or shop online for easy pickup or delivery. Your pets will thank you.
Hey Daily Hour community, it's that time of year again. The Daily Hour's annual survey is live, and we want to hear from you. This is your chance to tell us what you love, what you'd like to see more of, and how we can make your viewing experience even better. It only takes a few minutes, and your feedback helps us shape our show for the year ahead. So don't wait, click the link, fill out the survey, and help us continue to improve our community one conversation at a time.
Welcome back to The Big Show. I'm Sandra Durham and she's Perry Ferbert. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House, Lindo's, and People's Pharmacy. Don't forget to subscribe on our website and follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us to grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. So joining us today, we do not have any sound effects because Jamal, has been cheap over here. Join us in welcoming Jamillah Lodge from the BEDC discussing Global Entrepreneurship Week.
Yay! Good morning. Good morning, ladies.
Didn't leave us any sound effects. Good morning.
I'll take that. Good morning to both of you, to your listeners, your viewers.
Welcome to our Ladies Hour.
Thank you. I love it. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Black Lady Sketch Show, and where there was a part where everyone in the courtroom was black, and they were like, Black Lady Courtroom. I was like, Black Lady Daily Hour.
Yeah. Right.
Listen, you just gave us a bite. Maya is taking that and it will be on our social media.
I love it. I love it.
I will be sharing it.
Well, I'm excited about this. What
Yay.
is Global Entrepreneurship Week and how is it recognized in Bermuda?
Okay. So, Global Entrepreneurship Week is a global initiative. It was started over 17, 18 years ago by the Kauffman Foundation. And if you know, they're based out of Kansas City and they are everything entrepreneurship. And the whole idea behind this was to basically catalyze jurisdictions or areas around the world to highlight and celebrate entrepreneurship at the same time every year. And so it's grown. It started out with just Kansas, and now over 200 different countries participate, of which Bermuda is one. And this is our 17th year actually participating in this initiative. But what it is an opportunity for us to highlight the activities that we do kind of on a day-to-day basis, but we get to do some fun stuff. We get to host networking events, pitch competitions, and things like that to showcase and celebrate the entrepreneur and the entrepreneurial ecosystem in Bermuda. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but at the end of the day, it gives us a great opportunity to engage entrepreneurs like both of you, actually.
So how do entrepreneurs respond to this week? Are they excited? Are they eager to push it more? What's the response like?
So I think every year it grows. I think when we know that we've done something right is when we know people are like, so when is the pitch competition? Or so when is Global Entrepreneurship Week? So we know that it's top of mind for people. They usually look forward to it because, again, it creates an opportunity for us to host networking events, create a culture where entrepreneurs get together, discussing the goods, the bads, having drinks, you know what I mean, socializing with each other. And it gives us an opportunity to host our annual pitch competition, which this year we're so pleased to have partnered with Global Atlantic Re. And we're giving out $25,000 grants, y'all. So it's a lot bigger than the $5,000 we were doing back in the day when we first started. So it's, I think, yes, the short answer is yes. I do think entrepreneurs look forward to this week.
And I love that you mentioned the community element of it, because entrepreneurship is a lonely road. And if you are charting territory that you're not used to, you're the forerunner. So sometimes you have questions and sometimes people in your community can't answer them, but at least having that horizontal connection helps. So I can see how this would be helpful for that. Last year, I was actually on your Her Story panel and I enjoyed that so much.
I'm so glad.
Give us a rundown on. Oh, go ahead.
Now, I was just going to say, that's the kind of thing that we enjoy doing, right? It's so it's not necessarily about us, but it's about you. Like, you get an opportunity to share your story, share the things that you were challenged with and how you overcame them, because it's an opportunity for you to inspire the next group of entrepreneurs, of young entrepreneurs. And that's kind of what we want to see. We want it to be a holistic kind of ecosystem where you're reaching back and you're helping those who are coming behind you. And it gives us opportunity to do that.
It was a fantastic experience. We're an e-commerce business, so getting to touch the community was also great because there are a lot of customers that we don't see. Well, my business we don't see. So a lot of them were in your audience, and I enjoyed it. So with that, can you give us a rundown on schedule? Like, what can we look forward to this year?
Sure. So I'm going to pull up my little cheat sheet. So all of this information is located on our website at www.gew.bm. And so officially, Global Entrepreneurship Week around the world starts next week on the 18th. But we've been doing little stuff here and there. But so on the 18th, we have Cybersecurity 101. Y'all know PIPA is coming, right? So if you're not ready, this is an opportunity to find out what you need to do to get ready. That's on the 18th. It'll be hosted at our Northeast Hamilton location. And that's from 9 to 5. So it's going to give you a full day of learning about cybersecurity. On November 19th, which happens to be Women in Entrepreneurship Day around the world, we are going to be hosting a movie and lunch for young women. I don't know if you guys know Chelsea Warner. Do you know Chelsea?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Chelsea, I'm sorry?
Warren?
Yes, I said Warner. She has done a movie about her entrepreneurial journey. And when she did her grand opening, I had the pleasure of seeing it. And I was like, oh, that was really inspiring. What if we could show this to young women who may or may not have even considered entrepreneurship and create an opportunity for them to think about it? So we're going to do that on November 19th. It's a lunch and learn from 12:30 to 2. And then on November 19th in the evening, we have a men's event. Now, y'all know every year we used to do that Women in Entrepreneurship Day conference, which you participated in last year, Perry. No. Well, our men folk were like, well, what about us? We want to do something for us. So the men on the team have organized in partnership with a local entrepreneur, and they're going to be hosting, it's called Mentality. And it is understanding the mindset of entrepreneurship. So that'll be on the 19th in Fishberry Garden. And then we have on the 20th, focused specifically on the sports clubs, because we know that they play a huge part in the development of our young people in the community. So we're going to treat them to dinner. And we're going to talk about how they can be better stewards of their finances, how they can learn how to run the operation like a business, even though most of them may be a charity or community oriented. They still need to understand what it's like to run a business so that it can be profitable and long-standing in the community. And then we have a couple of sessions that one of our partners, the Bermuda Tourism Authority, is going to be hosting on the 20th in town at the Chamber and the 21st in St. George's at our St. George's Hub. It's basically Bermuda Navigator workshops on understanding how to utilize TripAdvisor with Google. So that's exciting. They brought someone in to help us. So if any of you know anyone who needs to get their SEO working better and how to make sure that they stand out from the crowd when tourists are searching for them, these will be the workshops for you. And then on the 21st, which I mentioned earlier, is our Wave of Opportunity pitch competition. So again, we're giving out 5 $25,000 grants at this event. Of course, you know, we've already selected the finalists, but we are inviting the entire public to come out and witness this. It's always a good time. It's always inspiring to see the type of businesses that are being pitched. So please do come out. And then on Friday, the 22nd, we are doing cocktails with creators. And this is what I mentioned when I say it's a time for us to network with each other, have a drink, learn information about each other. So you're not so lonely, right? Because like you said, entrepreneurship is a lonely road. So come out, have a drink on us. It's going to be held at the Terrace, and it'll get your weekend started. And then on Saturday, this is where it's all about the entrepreneurs. So this is our 8th annual BEDC Business Awards, where we want to highlight entrepreneurs. And I think we have 11 categories this year. And these are nominated from the public. So the public is telling us who they think deserves an award. So if you're the most enterprising young entrepreneur, you have the best customer service, vendor of the year. These are some of the categories that will be awarded on this night. And it's going to be a full thing, y'all. It's a black and gold theme. We're going to have food, a full dinner. We're going to award you. And then there's an after party. So like, come recognize the entrepreneurs in the room, but also enjoy yourself. And then we're going to close out with 2 events on the 26th. We have the workshop, Workplace Reimagined, and we have a Foodpreneur's Guide to Mastering Food Accounting. And this is something that we found is really needed because we have a lot of entrepreneurs that are in the food services industry, and understanding how to cost those food items can make it give you an opportunity to have some longevity in the market, because you know the turnover is high in that industry. So we're really excited about that. One of our board members, Hadley Farrer, is going to be doing that because that's what he did in a previous life. So we're really excited to have his expertise and that he's willing to share it with the entrepreneurs in Bermuda.
This
Wow.
is
That was a lot, right?
Listen, every time I thought you were finished, it was like another one.
In my DJ Khaled voice. And another one.
So this is really exciting. So many takeaways from this. And audience, if you have any questions or comments for Jamillah, please let us know so that we can get to those. But one of the things that I am excited about is that the community aspect of it. So Jamal can tell you, if he was here, he would be like, what? Jamal and I had a one-on-one conversation where I had said to him that we focus a lot, which I think is great, on women in entrepreneurship. But we're starting to forget about our men a bit. And there are men out there that actually need the support. Like they're wanting to do. And it's like this new generation of male entrepreneurs, but they do not have the support that they used to. So I'm excited that you have put that in the lineup.
Yeah.
And then secondly, it is one of my biggest pet peeves, our community clubs.
Yeah.
You know, we have lost so much money. You know, our youth coming through. I mean, my son is avid. He thinks he's a member of some cricket club, but he's not. But, you know, it's just, and I'm always just like, we should do this and we should do that.
Yeah.
It's so necessary for us to invest back into our community clubs to get them to the space in which they used to be.
Yeah.
Where it's a positive space for our youth and our community. So congratulations on that. I'm happy for that. But I just want to go to the comments for a second. Rosalind Famous, she says, will the pitch competition be streamed?
Yes. This year we're gonna stream it. We didn't stream it last year, but a lot of the feedback was that people want to see it. So yes, it will be streamed. If you can't make it there physically, it is free. So all you have to do is register to let us know that you're coming. But it will be streamed. And the big reason why we're happy about this is because we have a People's Choice Award, right? And so you get to vote for that. So if you're watching online, you also get to vote. And so we're excited about that feature. Last year we had to do it a different way because it wasn't streamed, but it is streamed this year. So please do tune in.
I love the advancement year after year, better and better. I love that.
Listen, that's what we strive for, Liz.
And that's how it goes. I want to echo Sancha's comments there about both of them, actually. The men's, I think it was his story.
Mentality.
So last year, I think it was his story and her
yes,
story.
It was.
It was in the same location. So I got to see how well attended it was because we were like sharing the food space.
Yes.
And it was really encouraging to see because like we see different things on social media or in passing where men are launching businesses, but the nature of men sometimes, not all, not to generalize, but it's to just kind of keep to themselves. But the community element of it to then get that knowledge is so great. So I'm just echoing what Sancha said. I think that's phenomenal that you are giving them that attention as well as our sports clubs because they do need it.
They do need it.
They do need it.
And we're charged with supporting the community and building out the entrepreneurial ecosystem. And funnily enough, like all of the programming, all of our incubators, we have workshops. The majority of the people in the room are usually women, right? Men do come to us. We know that, but not as many as we would like. And like you mentioned, Perry, we know that people need the support and the help. So we are always trying to figure out what do we have to do. We know that men don't do it the way we do it. Like we're like, oh, wait, it's a drink. We're coming. We're going to chat it up. Sure. And maybe that's not what attracts men. So we are always going to be looking for ways in which we can get the message to the people who need it most. And so the men on the team are working with John Lee of Sound Concepts to put this event on. And we're hopeful that they turn up and turn out so that they can get the support that they needed. And we will continue to look for ways to engage them and provide programming that they are comfortable with, but it's also providing them with what they need so that they can build their businesses and scale their businesses and hire more people. I mean, it's all part of building out this economy. This is where we live. We got to make sure that it is working for all of us.
Excellent.
That's awesome. So how can those interested in participating and coming to your events, how can they learn more?
So please go to gew.bm, www.gew.bm. It will take you right to the page where all of the events are listed. You can register for all of the events. And I think that the only events that are paid events are the events where there'll be food and, there are things that we have to cover the cost of. So I think Mentality, is a $25 fee. Because you might be able to vend and showcase your wares and things like that. And then for the BEDC Awards on the 23rd, I believe that's $75. And you heard what I said, right? You're going to get a full meal. You're going to get entertainment. You're going to get to see the awards, as well as there's an after party afterwards. So that's the best spent $75 that I know of in Bermuda. So please do come out and enjoy.
Exciting. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I know there are quite a few events that I'm going to try to catch.
Okay, good.
Yeah, definitely. And make sure that the males in my life can attend a few events as well.
Please encourage them, because we trying, y'all, but we can't do it alone. We have to, we'll continue to do this if you continue to put in and come out and show up, then it lets us know that we're on the right track.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
They're always
so
pretty
much.
well attended. So yeah.
So have a good day. All right. So Perry, that was an awesome conversation. I didn't expect that much out of it, but that was great. So today, now we're gonna take. Bear with me. What do we do now? Our final commercial break. I'm getting there.
Right. Who was the first woman to become not just the first female opposition leader in Bermuda, but throughout the entire British Commonwealth?
Dame Lewis Brown Evans. Hey, buddy.
Hun, who was the first woman to serve as opposition leader, not just in Bermuda, but throughout the entire British Commonwealth?
Dame Lewis Brown Evans.
Mason, what did you say?
Dame Lewis Brown Evans.
Dame Lewis Brown Evans? Where do you find that?
Mommy playing Bermuda trivia.
Mommy playing Bermuda trivia.
Oh, honey, I'm so proud of you. Good job.
It's true. Children are a reflection of their environment. Bermuda's favorite trivia game. Fun with a purpose. To educate, to entertain, to inform, to inspire, to learn, and to enjoy. Bermuda Trivia. All volumes now available at various stores throughout Bermuda. Visit bermudatrivia.com to learn more and follow Bermuda Trivia on your favorite social media platforms.
Being from this little island, like yourself, we knew you needed access to reliable shipping. We set up mailboxes so you can skip all the long waits or held up in customs excuses.
This is what I get for ordering direct. Easter was months ago.
With mailboxes, that won't happen. Get your packages in under 48 hours using our dashboard.
Plus, if you're a planner or headerer, our weekly consolidation service might be for you. We hold your packages in Delaware and ship them together to save you big time on shipping fees.
And with our warehouse being in Delaware, that means 0% sales tax. Pretty cool, right guys?
Ship it back to the States for returns. No big deal with mailboxes. You barely have to lift a finger or paw.
Wondering about prices? Let's break it down.
This is the other guys. They use a fee-based pricing strategy, charging you in multiple points throughout your shipment's journey. That's right. Unfortunately, you're probably paying fees you don't even know about. And that's why at Mailboxes, we believe in transparent pricing with no hidden fees. Only ever charging you 3 line items: duties and taxes, insurance, and shipping from end to end, so that you can enjoy Bermuda's fastest shipping experience.
Take a look at our workwear for construction workers and tradesmen. Durable, stretchable in all the right places, and plenty of options for tools and accessories. Paired with our wide range of tough and comfortable footwear, you can't go wrong. As you can see, Medical House really is a one-stop shop for everybody. We can't wait to see you.
See it all at our new expanded location on Bakery Lane.
welcome back. And now it is time for the Daily Play brought to you by Bermuda Trivia, now available at stores throughout Bermuda. Follow Bermuda Trivia on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok to find out why it's Bermuda's favorite trivia game. Now, Perry, I tricked you a little bit. I said it was going to be things you should know, but then I was told I can't change it. So it has to be a name that place. You ready? Now, Jamal did, once again, he didn't give us sound effects. Do we at least have a timer? Do we have that?
Production team.
I think we're saying yes. Okay, so are you ready? Question of the morning. I feel like this is an easy one. You're gonna be like, Centra, seriously? What, an audience, please help her out. What is the capital of Kenya?
Oh. The capital of Kenya? Why would that be easy?
No? When I say it, you're going to know it. Audience, help her out. What is the capital of Kenya?
Can you give me a first letter?
Jamal's there. I wonder if he's in the capital. Maya's down for us. Okay, that's it. So we have a few people that got it right. David Michael Wilson, Nairobi. Renee Simmons, Nairobi. Karen Simmons, Nairobi. So Nairobi. I feel like you knew it.
I did, but I did not. I can honestly tell you, I did not know that was the capital. I've heard, of course, of Nairobi, yes, but I didn't know that was the capital. So I learned something new today.
Awesome. So now to wrap it up, let's talk about businesses that we feel like we need or services that we need in Bermuda, and a bit about Jamillah Lodge and Global Entrepreneurship Week.
Well, I'll do it in reverse. Very excited about Global Entrepreneurship Week. The offering this year sounds incredible. We're both entrepreneurs, and we both know how the journey can be tedious, frustrating, overwhelming. You're never not working. I think a lot of people have that misconception about entrepreneurship as opposed to 9 to 5s. They are like, I want to do my own thing, not knowing that you literally never stop working. So having these sorts of spaces to facilitate one with this amount of money that they can win, I think that's incredible. These things weren't around when I started. And I wish that they were. So I'm excited for this year, and listening to the lineup hopefully has encouraged our audience to check things out, because it sounds really, really phenomenal. And then our businesses that we should have, I think we covered all the ones. The food ones are the main ones for me. And then you mentioned the concierge service, which I think is actually a really great one. So if someone doesn't start it up, I might just look into the possibilities, because I think a lot of people need that, and I'm like, I can identify good business anywhere. So it was a good suggestion.
So let me go on record for saying that I'm truly excited about global entrepreneurship and what the BDC is offering this year. As I said already, I think that we have been just not giving our men, because we just think that men can do it and they know it, and they are business. And I think that that's kind of a thing of yesteryear. I do think that our young men coming up now, they need that support. So I'm happy that they have decided to cover that. And then the community aspect with the clubs, like that is so necessary, and that's something that is going to create positive longevity, if that makes sense. Yeah. So that is exciting to me. And $25,000 to give away at this point for 4 people. I'm sorry, 5. Let me get my facts right. Yes, 5 people. I mean, people, if that isn't a start, as you said, if that wasn't around when I started, so I'm excited to see it, and I hope that encourages people to really sit down and think, if you have a little something that's nudging you, like I should try this, I should think of it, go to the BDC, talk about it, and see where that can kind of lend you and lead you. And businesses that we need in Bermuda, I just need convenience. I need, as you had said, our customer service to be good, and I need convenient businesses to just help me organize my life a little bit. So we
luxury. You want the luxury.
And the luxury along with it, right?
Yeah.
If we can have that, I think that would be amazing. But thank you, audience, for joining us today for someone said it, Anika DeShields, the Ladies Hour. So if you enjoyed the Ladies Hour, please give us a hashtag Ladies Hour so you can show Jamal how necessary this is, right? And
Once a
actually,
month.
hold on, before we go, I need to shout out to Hadaline Swan. This to me was shocking, but Hadaline Swan is a new member on our YouTube channel. How is Hadaline just becoming a member on the YouTube channel? Like she
Shout out
is
to
the
her.
Daily Hour. So shout out to you, Miss Hadaline. Thank you for joining us today. And once
And that's
again,
perfect for the Ladies Hour.
yeah. Don't forget to subscribe on our website and follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us to grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. Thanks again to our partners, the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House, Lindos, and People's Pharmacy for ensuring that we are able to do this with you on a daily basis. As always, we appreciate you, we love you, and we thank you for making us a part of your daily routine. If all goes well, we'll be back to do this again. Well, not us, but others tomorrow. She's Perry Furbit, and I'm Sancha Durham. Do make it a great and safe day. Peace.